to the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment 2017 NFL Scouting Combine. I'm about to release a bunch of videos as it is now over, and we're going to start with day one. Okay, the running backs. Sorry, screw the offensive linemen. Offensive linemen ain't going to get me views, but running backs will. Let's talk about them. Now, overall, this day was slightly disappointing, just very slightly. The running backs, they did well overall at the top, but I was not impressed with what I saw outside of the top guys. I expected some guys, in the lower rounds to show themselves. We've been hearing that this is such a deep running back class. I don't think it's that deep. I'll be surprised if any day 3 running back pick ends up being a starting running back in the NFL. I think we just have a loaded round 1, which is nice. Okay, we'll take that. But if you think you're going to find a Jordan Howard, you may be wrong. Let's start with Leonard Fournette, the running back out of LSU. And first of all, Leonard Fournette is my #1 running back in this 2017 NFL draft, and I felt even better about that after this combine. Now, there's one big problem, and it is his weight. And I don't think it's a big problem if he's going to play at this weight. But the problem is he didn't. There's a problem here. He said it was water weight. BS. I'm someone that, I know a good amount about nutrition. I'm not the buffest guy or most nutritionally sound guy in the world, but that's a bunch of BS. Where the hell does all that water weight come from in the off season? Oh yeah, you've been eating McDonald's, you've been eating Burger King, and that's fine. Because basically what this tells me is, look, in the off season, Leonard Fournette's going to eat, but he's been showing up at LSU underweight, or not underweight, but on weight, like 225, 230, 235. So he hasn't been, in shape this offseason. Do I care? A little bit, because he's not going to play at 240, right? So if you show up at a weight you're not going to play at, that is a little concerning for me. But in terms of what I saw on the field, he ran a 4.5, right? So it's a great number there, 4.5. He could have ran probably a 4.4. I had him at a 4.41. I want to say my scouting report. I think he could have ran that at about 2.30, but he decided not to show up at that weight. I'm not sure if he decided, but he just looked at the scale, said, "Oh snap!" So whatever. He's great, right? Because even at that weight, he was able to run that fast. I don't give a damn about his vertical leap, and neither should anyone else on this planet. When the hell is he ever going to have to hurdle somebody? That's not his move. I really don't care. He looked good in receiving drills to me, and that's a big question, is his hands. I think his hands are fine. I don't think they're as good as Christian McCaffrey's, but when we discuss him versus Dalvin Cook, I'm starting to make an argument that Leonard Fournette may have better hands than Dalvin Cook, because although Dalvin Cook, he can make it seem really natural, make his reception look really soft and natural and whatnot, he drops a lot of balls. Leonard Fournette doesn't drop a ball. Dalvin Cook, I want to say, dropped 1 or 2 balls today. Leonard Fournette did not drop any. I'll go back to the college film. I didn't see Leonard Fournette drop any. And I saw Dalvin Cook drop 2. So he can catch the ball sometimes and make it look really nice, Dalvin Cook. Leonard Fournette doesn't make it look nice, but he catches it. And the routes he was running looked pretty good as well. So he's not going to be a prolific receiving back, but he can be on the field on 3rd down, on a 3rd and 16. And you could get something from him. So I like this from Leonard Fournette. Now, Dalvin Cook did not have the best combine. His 40-yard dash was fine. His vertical leap wasn't great, but I don't care about that. His broad jump wasn't great. I really don't care about that. His 3-cone, though, that's a problem. His 3-cone was not great. Dalvin Cook ended up with the 3-cone. Let me get the official number right here with 7.27. That's just bad, honestly. And do I care? No, but when I come back, I gotta be honest right now. I made a mistake in my scouting report for Dalvin Cook. I noted his agility, but really when I thought about it, he's not that agile. He's actually, what I meant was he has great acceleration. He has great long speed, but he's actually not that agile. He's a guy that's not going to make you miss, not going to be one-on-one with you, do a little move and get you out of the way. He's not that. He has great balance. He has great straight line speed, but really he's just a straight line guy. He just moves forward. So I'm not too shocked by this 3-cone, and it doesn't hurt my grade or my perception of him either, because his move, and do not forget his move, He's a guy that has great balance, absolutely fantastic balance. He bounces off of linebackers, bounces off of safeties, bounces off of defensive linemen, stays on his feet, and keeps moving forward. That's Dalvin Cook. He moves the chain. Good. We like Dalvin Cook. Now, I still prefer, or at least I do. Now, I still prefer Leonard Fournette. I always did. That has not changed. And Dalvin Cook maybe lost a point today, but only a point. Yeah. We look at Christian McCaffrey, and I did not upload my Christian McCaffrey scouting report on time. It will be uploaded probably this week. But let me tell you, nothing changed. I loved Christian McCaffrey, and if you follow me on Twitter, and you should at the MJ Take, after I watched Christian McCaffrey throw for the first time, I said, guys, I think this is a top 15 player. I said, look, what does he really do wrong? And I'm going to talk about this in my scouting report. What does he really do wrong? You're going to find that the answer is nothing. You know, he really doesn't do anything wrong. Now, there are problems with him. Okay, he only put up 10 reps on the bench press, and I could have told you that coming in. No homo, but I've seen a picture of him with his shirt off. That boy's chest is weak. And you can go watch the TMZ video. Go look up Christian McCaffrey, TMZ. You see a picture with him in a shirt off. And I'm not trying to be a physique expert here. I am a physics expert. I'm not trying to be a physique expert here. But man, his chest is weak. Okay? Especially compared to his entire other body. His legs could be added some bulk there as well. But when I turned on the tape, what did I see? I saw great vision. I saw fantastic receiving ability. I saw an ability even on short yardage to know where to go to find the correct hole to hit it and to get a first down. I like Christian McCaffrey. Yes, his strength is a problem, but you still have years to build your strength. I mean, 10 reps isn't, I mean, it's not great. I could get 4, okay, and that's, trust me, I tested that today. So, you know, you should add on to that, but overall, I don't think it's that big of a problem, and I really like him as a running back. I think he's going to be a top 10 running back in the NFL. I love Christian McCaffrey. We look at Alvin Kamara, and his 40-yard dash for me was a little disappointing, only 4.53, but you saw the agility in other drills, okay? The 3-cone was good. You could see in the drills they were running, his ability to cut. He stays on his feet, and I'm sure he's going to, I'm not sure, but I believe he's going to probably like maybe outrush Christian McCaffrey and even Dalvin Cook maybe some years, maybe even Leonard Fournette. But there are still some problems there for me with Kamara that I will discuss in a later date when I discuss the scouting report. But there are things to talk about Kamara definitely, and I think we're going to have a good starting running back here in Alvin Kamara for sure. We move on to some other guys, and again, I really wasn't impressed with some other guys, so this will be pretty quick. Really quick, let's discuss Dante Foreman. I almost said Devontae Freeman. Dante Foreman, the running back out of Texas, and first of all, I hate him as a prospect. I haven't made my scouting report, and I don't think I will because I think it's kind of pointless. I don't like him at all. I think he fumbles way too much. I think he's overrated, not very fast. A guy that had a bunch of production this year at Texas, but outside of that, didn't do much years prior. I really don't like Dante Foreman at all, and he did not do anything. They found issues in his foot. So Dante Foreman, to me, he was a 3rd rounder before today. Now he may be a 4th, okay, because these medical issues definitely hurt him. So did anyone catch my eye? Because I was looking for someone. Some people caught my eye for how unimpressive they were, like Corey Clement of Wisconsin. Bad 40 time, the bad in drills, did not impress me at all athletically, and did not impress me in terms of the drills. There was also another guy. What was that guy's name? I'm looking at my notes here. Oh, Freddie Stevenson, this running back out of Florida State. This guy was on the grass so much, I thought it was a grass Pokemon. Okay, I thought he was a damn Diglett. Okay, that boy was eating up grass, falling down time and time again. Looked like a clown out there. Ran a 40 time. Freddie Stevenson did a 4.75, 4.79. Who is this clown? How did he get on the field, and can I take his place? Because this guy was lost today. It was ridiculous. I wanted to see more from Jeremy McNichols. He looked good athletically, 4.49 40. He was confused during the drills. The coaches had to correct him once. I know that for sure. I didn't like that at all. Listen to the drills, do what you're supposed to do. He did not participate in the bench press. That was a red flag for me. Maybe he has a shoulder injury that I didn't hear about or something like that, but that concerned me a little bit. I liked his 3-cone. So I mean, there's still things to like about McNichols. I thought he was about a borderline second, third round guy. I wanted to see a little more, though. I really wanted to see more from him. I did like Tariq Cohen, this running back out of North Carolina A&T. Now, he's not very tall at all. He's sitting at 5'6", 179 pounds, so not great size, but you can see the speed at 4.4 40. You can see a pretty good vertical leap as well. Saw some athleticism in the drills. I thought he did pretty well. I also like this Deangelo Henderson. This guy out of Coastal Carolina ran a 4.4 40, and he didn't look like a guy that would do that to me. When I first saw him, I didn't think this guy's going to run very well at all. He's sitting at 5'7", 208 pounds. Does not strike you as a 4.4 guy, but he ran a 4.4, and he looked pretty good in drills, looked pretty fluid. I liked his hips. I liked the way he was moving around out there. So I'm interested to see this Deangelo Henderson turn on the film and look at this guy. Well, I did like Wayne Gallman, the running back out of Clemson. I liked his hands, looked good in the receiving drills. A guy that sometimes can be a little tight, but I look at if there's anyone that's not going to be if there's anyone that's going to be a starting running back out of the first round, I like Wayne Gallman right now. I do. Not a lot of people do, but Wayne Gallman still has my eye. I think this guy could be pretty good at the next level. His 40-yard dash, he ran a 4.6, which is not great, but I still think there's something to like about Wayne Gallman. This TJ Logan guy out of North Carolina had a great 40, 4.37, but, there are things in the drills that concern me, but, hey, he had 17 bench press reps, he has strength, he has speed, but in the drills, I'm not sure how technically sound he is, and he did not have great production at North Carolina, so I'll have to do some more background on that. We look at Marlon Mack, this running back out of USF, almost said UCF, USF. I like some things that I saw from him. I like some fluidity, some things he did in the drills. I liked his 40 time. How was his vertical leap was pretty good. It's not a big deal, but it just shows you athleticism. So he's a pretty good athlete. I liked him in the drills. Okay, I'll look more into this guy as well. Anyone else that I really want to talk about? Samaje Perine, however you want to pronounce it. So had a bad 40 time that was expected. But the thing about this guy that I do like, we saw him post, was it the record? Is it the record for the most rushing yards ever in a game? And he's a guy that was now overshadowed by Joe Mixon, deservedly so, because Mixon's very good. And there could be something to this guy. So this is one of the sleepers that I'm looking at. I do like these guys that produce very well in college, but fall down due to some, different things, like maybe they got benched or something like that. So I tend to like those guys. I think those guys are good football players. They're more likely sometimes to be better football players than some of these lower tier guys that you've never heard of, but perform well athletically. So I'll look at Samaje Perine some more in the future. Anyone else that I really want to talk about? No. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on the running back from 2017 NFL Draft Scouting Combine. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. I want to know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, to subscribe. And until next time, this has been the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out.